And there you'll see again the arms, the brown paint taps on the arms. Look at, you'll see how shiny they are. Almost wet again. You can see the grey paint. Can you just see how it looks metallic? And just have a quick look down the body. And again they're brown. One of the variations is these actual hatching marks on the legs. You'll notice a difference in these compared to the standard Kenner. Yeah, and there's the weapon on the right, which runs all the way up the side there through the bubble, and then extends into this add-on of the bubble there where the helmet is, and you'll see it just poking out the top. So yeah, that's the Leia Boushh. Just give you a good look at the card, just in case you are interested again. It doesn't float everyone's boat, but this one's graded 85, and it does have 85, and it's got a 90 for the figure sole grade, so it's a really high grade, this one. But there's a lot of these Leia Boushh figures that did get an 85, they tend to get a high grade. So I think somebody found a case of them maybe somewhere and they all come out of the case, but I'm just speculating there. It could have been just luck of the draw really. But yeah, we'll get on to the Leia poncho now. Well, we'll just have a quick look at the back actually, but like I said, it's the same as the Imperial Commander. No difference there. One thing I haven't picked up on yet is if you look at the back of the card there, you'll see that hole. Oops, zoom out. That focus. So that hole at the back, every Lili Ledy figure does have that hole at the back. Right guys, so here is the Leia poncho, and this is my favourite of the three. I've got. I love this figure. I like it because of the poncho itself, because it varies from the Kenner one, and the colour, and like I said before, I like the accessories, the fabric accessories, and same, like so you get the same card, same layout. You know, obviously the picture's different and the name badge, but let's have a zoom in. And there you'll see the actual helmet is different straight away, and there's the poncho, which you'll notice the colour variation, and there you'll see it, the paint taps again, very shiny. There's a utility belt, and the black boots, you'll notice the shine coming off those. So yeah, I'm not saying that you'll get the shine on loose Lili Ledy figures, because these have been concealed since the factory in the bubble, so they've still got the same shine to them. But some Lili Ledy figures do look more matte because they've been oxidised, well, say oxidised, played with, but more oxidised than these, because all these have got is a hole in the back. So, you know, weathering factors, play factors, all takes the sheen off. So you see this bubble is clear as well, and then you've got the smooth glue apps holding the bubble to the card. So yeah, this is, I just really like this figure. Just have a quick look around the card again. Not much more to add, same again. Bit of a sticker mark on that one there. Should have left it on really. Well, there you go. Some people think taking the sticker off is a good thing. Well, it's not. There's the Lili Ledy badge as well again. Sometimes you'll get a colour variation in the card. Some will look a bit more orange, some will look a bit more deep red. Not sure, you know, it's probably just the way it was printed at the time, because well, I doubt the Ledy factory had a very good process of checking faults in the factory. Yeah, so guys, we'll just take a quick look at the back now, and you'll see now we have 50 figures on the back. And if you zoom in, you'll see there the hole again at the bottom of the Jawa figure. And there's Leia Organa, which is the one we're just doing a review on at the moment. We'll have a really quick go through this 88 Cloud Car Pilot that fetches a very high price due to his massive, well, also rarity, and the paint taps on this guy, the bright yellow paint taps, which is very appealing to a lot of collectors. Just a quick, I've seen a couple of the Zuckus ones, and the Jawa, obviously, because he's got the removable hood. He's very highly prized. A few of those knocking around loose, but not too many carded. That's one of my favourite ones, is the Han Solo trench. Not everyone's favourite, and some people might think I'm mad for saying it, but I just love the variation in his coat. It's so drastic compared to the Kenner and Palitoy. Emperor Lando Calrissian, and there's Leia Boushh, which we've just done, and Imperial Commander, we've just done that one. Just quickly going through now the Ewoks there. Boba Fett again, hello Grey, Stormtrooper, and Han Solo Bespin. There's a bit of a rip on the back of that one there, probably from when the hanger tab was removed, which also, if you can find a Ledy figure with the actual hanger tab intact, is also a very rare thing to find, because these have always got the hanger tab removed. I know of one, I think it's an 88. One thing I did forget to say is this Leia poncho. We'll just have a quick zoom in. If I can get the weapon, you'll see that weapon is grey. Yeah, that weapon is grey, and I've been told by a reliable source that all the ones known have a blue blaster, and there's only another one apart from this one you're seeing now that has the grey blaster, the carded one. So, you know, there are more people that collect Ledy figures, carded Ledy figures, that might have one, but from the people who do collect them, I've had it on good knowledge that this is one of only two with this grey blaster. You may tell me differently, but that's what I know so far, that's what I've been told. Right then guys, let's get on to the Boba Fett and the burgundy coat Squid Head. Okay guys, so here is the Boba Fett. You'll notice he's darker blue than these Kenner and Palitoy counterpart, and also you'll know that you can get the pale Boba Fett, which was the tri-logo variant, but also came on the Palitoy Return of the Jedi card. There was a mix between the tri-logo variation and the normal Kenner blue colour, and the tri-logo variations come in 4 variants, which are variations between the knee and wrist rocket paint applications, and those have a scar on the back of the leg, which is the same as this Lili Ledy figure also has the scar on the back of his leg. You'll notice that the the paint applications to his shoulder pads, wrist rocket area and the knees vary in colour compared to other figures. Much different. If you have a look at the back, you'll see not much there, but just the same dark blue colour all over. Sometimes you'll get this in a removable rocket variation, which the rocket will come out, and I think that was just a factory mistake. They didn't bond the rocket properly, and over time it just came out, or it just came out while it was in the card, and then the kid removed it from the card and the rocket fell out. That it wasn't an intentional thing to do that they wanted to do. It was to have a removable rocket. Well, that's my opinion anyway. So it must have been bond inside the rocket housing that just wasn't sufficient to hold it in. If we have a bit of a zoom in there to his right leg, you'll see that scar on his right leg, and every Lili Ledy Boba Fett will have that scar, which is basically the COO, country of origin. That usually to say Hong Kong and so on, Taiwan, but Ledy factory scarred it out because it was made in Mexico and it was easier for them to just scar it out on the tool and then mould them as is. The Tri logo is the same as well. You'll notice that those are scarred out. Not the same scar, but a scar. So yeah guys, that is the Boba Fett, and that, just in case you're interested, that's graded an 80. And just have a quick zoom in on the weapon. I'll just tell you about the weapon actually. You'll see, compared to the Imperial Commander weapon, this one is black. Now, I know, and I've seen pictures of 3 carded Lili Ledy Boba Fett's, and they've all got the black blaster. So whether it was the Boba Fett was issued with the blue blaster, the same as the Imperial Commander, I don't know. I've asked this question, I've never got an answer, and I've asked some knowledgeable people on this. So it may have been issued with the blue blaster at some time, but I'm yet to see one carded with it on. So we'll just say that the Boba Fett came with this black variation of the blaster. Okay then guys, so here we have the Lili Ledy burgundy cape Squid Head, which is one of my favourites, I would say, of all the Star Wars figures. This was a few years ago. This was the one I wanted to get, I wanted to achieve, and I did a couple of years ago and I've still got it. So we'll have a quick zoom in. You'll see the difference in the blue of the eyes, the head colour is different, the tusks, so the whiteness of the tusks, the belt is more silver, and the actual skirt is more beige than the more white one of the Kenner. So, quick look at him there. We'll give him a flip round. There you see the back of his head, and there is one of my favourite accessories of the vintage Star Wars era, is this burgundy cape. Just have a quick zoom in on the neck there. You can see you will get a lot of fakes on the market, and you'll see And the actual part around the neck there is darker than the actual cape itself. And then you'll see the stitching. But there are a lot of fakes on the market, as you probably know. So be careful, because a lot of the telltale signs will be in this neck area. If they dye the cape, the whole cape will be dyed and the neck will be the same colour as the cape. So keep in mind that the colour of the neck area is a deeper burgundy colour than the cape itself. Yeah, just have a quick glance down of the cape. Not much more to say really. There's a lot of variations with the Squid Head figure, which a lot of people do appreciate, but a lot of people don't. And I think Squid Head is one of the better characters you can collect if you're a variant collector, because you can get green capes, you can get extra long capes, you can get orange capes, which, you know, I've seen a couple of graded, but some of the orange capes are fake. I'm out on that one, the orange cape. I've not actually seen one on the card, so. Okay guys, so thanks for tuning in. That's the Lili Ledy review done. I think next time I might be doing a few 12 backs and many other things to carry on with, so I'll just pick a few things out and we'll review what comes to hand. And there are some vintage Transformers that I have as well that I can do reviews on. So yeah, until next time guys, happy collecting and thanks for tuning in.